So many hard acts to follow. It's a tough post. So look, one thing that I think that I've learned over the years is that men and women are not that different, but we often misunderstand each other because there are some differences, and particularly we men like to keep quiet about some of the truths about our lives. So I've been doing a bit of research. I'm going to have to read this because this is very bona fide, it's very scientific. But I think there are some little insights here that might be of interest to you, that might contribute to better understanding between the genders, which is always a nice thing to encourage. So, Ed, let's roll. We use different parts of our brains to form memories. That when women are affected emotionally, they remember every detail. Have you noticed that? Men have tactical memories, so we remember how to get from one place to another, in theory, but we might not remember your birthday. Also, we're the talkative ones, but we think that women talk more. So there was a teacher at a school that decided to get the boys and girls to speak equally. The boys got really upset. And they were saying, how come the girls are taking over? So men and women talk about different things, but it's kind of equal in terms of quantity. Men also spend only slightly less than women on clothes and actually more on toys and treats. The thing is that men decide what they want in advance, get it and go. Women like to browse, and there's some evolutionary reasons for that. There are social reasons for us to behave differently, but actually women's emotional center mentally is connected to language. So women talk more about feelings. Men have the same emotions, but we just show them less. And women cry more than men because actually you've got a lot more of a hormone that makes women cry more. Now, despite enduring the pain of childbirth, apparently men can stand pain more. It's hard to believe. I know. But what can I say? We're moving on to the next slide. This thing about men thinking about sex every 7 seconds, according to the Kinsey Institute, 54% of men think about sex every day, but 43% only a few times a month, and 4% the whole month without it. They also found that only 60% of men had masturbated in the previous year. I mean, it's science. What can I say, As a part of our evolution, men subconsciously still want to procreate, and each of us instinctively find different shaped women preferable for mating. So when we're looking at other women, it doesn't mean we necessarily want to do anything about it. It's just programmed in our genes, so please, let us off. We have a reputation for always being in the mood, but in fact, many factors can affect a man's interest in love, including stress, fatigue, and diet, lack of exercise. Don't take it personally if it says, "Not tonight, Josephine." So, in their roles as hunters and protectors, men had to kill animals and people to feed and defend their family. Women were nurturing and getting on with the neighbors. That's why a man might not have noticed those angry looks you're giving him. It's better just to tell him what the problem is. Men use one side of their brain to listen. Women use both. Because you're using more language processing centers, you can multitask, surf the net and talk at the same time. But if we're focused on something, we might not even hear what you're saying. Doesn't mean we're not interested. It just means we don't have that capacity. Listen, apparently couples where men share in the housework have more and better sex, and a group of wives tried saying to their partners, "It really turns me on when you clean the house," and apparently it's amazing how much hoovering they got their partners to do. Now, a man really wants to feel he's earned his place in your life, wants to be worthy of your love, and that's why if we do something, if we've achieved something, we like it if we get acknowledgement for that, because that's how we were trained to value ourselves. So let us use our skills to take care of you or protect you. We're kind of hardwired to do this. Make the most of it and help us feel good about ourselves, because we want to be a hero sometimes. Men also, this one, we need to regularly retreat to our man cave and to be alone. If you let us go, the man elastic will pull us back. But if you try to prevent it, well, then our need to escape just becomes greater. So, don't worry about it. We'll come back. Men, we like to seem confident, but many of us have to work up courage to ask a woman out, even if she thinks she's encouraged us. Dutch courage, unfortunately, can make a shy man go to the other extreme. That's not a good look. And all this catcalling in the street business, I gotta say, from the inside, it's actually a cover-up for shyness. It's very uncool, guys, Now, when a man isn't sure that his woman wants him as much as he wants her, it hurts his pride and he gets nervous. Sometimes rude behavior in that circumstance is a cover-up for fear of rejection. We hate guessing. We like clear instructions. If you're upset, tell us what you need, rather than what's wrong with us, because we get defensive if we're criticized, and then it's hard for us to hear. Okay, listen, I just want to finish with 3 things that I think I've learned. mistakes I've made many times. When your partner is slagging off her ex, it's best not to offer any opinion about him at all. Sympathy for her is fine, but just, leave your opinion of him out of it. Remind your partner each day what you love and appreciate about her and why, guys. And use one of the 5 love languages. If you haven't come across this, Google it and find out. It's really worth knowing what love language your partner likes to use, because when you get the right one, believe me, it works well. Finally, choose your battles. Know what's important to her and give in, if necessary, to what she wants. If it doesn't conflict with your values too much, it'll make her happy. She'll know she's important to you. It's not that hard to do, and you'll probably both be rewarded in all sorts of ways which will make you both happier. Thank you very much, and have a happy life.